Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Lone Redemption here. I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. And yeah, this is my first actual video with glasses, because I actually ended up getting glasses just under a week ago. Now, I'd actually been suffering from headaches for like the past 2 years. Literally like every fucking day I've been taking so much Panadol and Nurofen, so the GP just basically recommended me to get glasses, and I got my eyes tested, and my eyes are actually quite good. They don't really need them, but apparently I strain my eyes a lot when I try and see, so hopefully the glasses will help and fix my eyes. I can notice a difference though, like there is actually a difference. Like it does seem clearer when I put the glasses on in comparison to when I don't have them on. So yeah. Interestingly though, I actually do kind of like the way they look. I don't know, I just like them. Anyway, I'm on a tangent, I don't know why. But today I'm gonna actually be ranking my favorite Call of Duties of all time. Now, I've seen a shit ton of people make these tier list videos, and I'm sure you guys have as well over the last couple of months. I am a little bit late to the party, but oh well, better late than never. I know I'm going to enjoy making this video though, because I do enjoy giving my opinion on certain things I'm interested in and that I know a lot about. And Call of Duty is something that I've literally played since I was 9 years old. Modern Warfare 2 was my first Call of Duty, but I've played every COD since COD 4 onwards, and yeah, I think I know Call of Duty pretty well. I'm pretty good at the game, and I've played it for so many years, so I think I've got a pretty good opinion on the game. But then again, I do have some controversial opinions, so bear that in mind. It is my opinion. So if you have a different opinion, leave it in the comments, because that's the whole point of this, is it's my opinion. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this shit. Now, what was really handy was literally as soon as I went on the tier maker website, on the homepage was a Call of Duty games tier list maker. So I literally just clicked on that and I renamed the tiers myself, so I didn't have to do much work to create this tier list. Now, we're going to be ranking every COD from COD 4 to Black Ops 4, because obviously COD 4 is when COD really took off. I mean, obviously you had all the CODs before COD 4, COD 1, COD 2, COD 3, and you had all the spin-offs, but these are really the main entries in the franchise that people know, and I think they're the best ones to rank. But anyway, let's get into our Call of Duty tier list maker. Now, I'm actually going to end up ranking them in chronological order, because I feel like that just makes the most sense, personally. So yeah, let's start with COD 4. COD 4. I am going to put COD 4 in the really fucking good category. It's not my favorite COD, but it's definitely up there, and I mean, what more can you say about COD 4 that hasn't already been said? I mean, as I said, it kickstarted everything. Kill streaks, creator class, everything we know. Prestige, everything was kicked off with this game. Luckily for some people, they got to re-experience it to some degree with Modern Warfare Remastered. It wasn't the same, but it was still a really solid entry in the franchise. But yeah, COD 4 goes straight into the really fucking good tier. For me, it just isn't the best COD. As much as people will rank it as the best because it kickstarted everything, there are CODs after that just did it better. Alright, so that goes into World at War. Oh, this is a difficult one. I never really was the fondest of World at War. I can recognize it's a good COD, and it definitely is a good COD, but it's not my favorite. I don't know, maybe, I think I was just so swept up in the Modern Warfare type of environment. I love Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2, so World at War was just very different. And that's not a bad thing that it was a World War game, but I think everyone was just on the hype of the Modern Warfare and Infinity War train. So World at War just never got the love it probably deserved. I'm stuck between putting it in average and good. I don't know. It's a good COD, but for me, as I said, it's a personal opinion, I'm going to put it in the average CODs tier. I feel like a lot of people would want it to be higher, but I don't know if I can justify World at War being any higher. Great game. Campaign-wise, amazing. Oh yeah, by the way, I gotta say, I'm ranking these on multiplayer only, so I'm not including zombies, and I'm not including campaign. I'm not including, third mode, Spec Ops, Extinction, whatever the fuck. I'm only including it on multiplayer, because I feel like when you rank a COD, you're always thinking of the multiplayer, right? That's what CODs are all about. So that's why some CODs might not be higher. You know, if we were including zombies, pretty much all the Black Ops games would be like almost here, but just sheerly on zombies. But yeah, I'm just ranking them on multiplayer alone. Anyway, multiplayer alone, that leads us on to the next game, the GOAT COD. It's MW2. Has to be God tier. So you had COD 4, obviously, which was fantastic, and then you have Modern Warfare 2, which literally took everything from COD 4 and just kicked it up a notch. Everything about COD 4 was just improved with Modern Warfare 2, you know. Obviously, you had the additions of just all the different types of weapons that they added in, and then actually having customizable kill streaks. Obviously, in COD 4 and World at War, you only had 3, 5, 7 kill streaks. Modern Warfare 2 added in, you know, 5, 7, 9, 11, 15, and 25, the tactical nuke. I mean, the game's just legendary. And in terms of fun, Modern Warfare 2 is the funnest multiplayer game I have ever played. Like, I don't think I will ever experience a game as fun as Modern Warfare 2 ever again. Modern Warfare 2 was a Call of Duty where everyone was satisfied on, because literally, like, there was something for everyone. You wanted to snipe? Do it. Knife only? Do it. Sweat with a UMP45 or an ACR? You could do it. You want a noob tube? You can do it. You want to troll with riot shields? You could do it. You could do anything on this game, and it was just so much fun, and it's by far the most time I've had on a Call of Duty. I've got, like, over 100 days on Modern Warfare 2. Nothing even comes close to that in any other game, because Modern Warfare 2 was just the game that, one, was my first real multiplayer game, my first shooter game, and yeah, it's just by far the most fun COD. Alright, next on the list is Black Ops 1, and I'm gonna put Black Ops 1 in the good CODs category. Yes, I think some people would put it here, some people would put it here. I'm putting it in good CODs, because for me personally, it just wasn't my favorite multiplayer. If you're including zombies, as I said, it's up here. But sheerly on multiplayer, I can recognize the game is probably better than that, but I just personally didn't resonate with the game as much as I should have or could have. Had some really fun maps, some of the best maps in COD. I mean, this is the introduction to Nuketown, Firing Range, Summit, some amazing maps on Black Ops 1, some really fun weapons, the FAMAS, the Commando, the Galil, the AK-74U. Yeah, Black Ops 1 was a great COD, but for me, as I said, I just didn't enjoy it that much compared to, yet again, I think I suffered from what a lot of people suffered from, because I didn't play COD 4 when it first came out, but apparently I heard when COD 4 first came out, everyone loved it, and then when World at War came out, they weren't satisfied just because it was different, and I think that's what I experienced with Black Ops 1. Throughout a lot of Black Ops 1, I ended up going back to Modern Warfare 2. I still had a lot of time on Black Ops 1. I probably had about 10 days. I mean, it's not the most time, but it's a decent amount of time. And I enjoyed the COD, but for me personally, it just didn't live up to this game, and so it probably worsened. You know, when you compare something that's, you know, good to something that's amazing, it makes the good thing seem worse, and I think that's what happened with Black Ops 1. Anyway, I'm going on to Modern Warfare 3 now, and Modern Warfare 3 is getting in the really fucking good category. This is, I feel like, the most polarizing COD of all time. I feel like people either rate it super highly, or they just don't think it's that good. And I can recognize that, it is the worst of the Modern Warfares, but I actually probably preferred it over COD 4. Not because the gameplay is better, because the gameplay on COD 4 is definitely better than the gameplay of Modern Warfare 3. It's smoother, it feels nicer, and it was just more revolutionary for its time period. But the one thing I will always say about Modern Warfare 3 that they did so well is just satisfying the community. Like, if you look back at Modern Warfare 3, I'm pretty sure it has the most guns of any Call of Duty ever, has the most maps of any Call of Duty ever, and not only that, but the shit they added in, like they added in Infected, Money in the Dank, One in the Chamber, Gun Game, All or Nothing. The amount of community gamers they had were just amazing. They added in Face Off, you know, you got Terminal for free. So, yeah, they just did the DLC season so well, and they just added in so many fun community modes that just made the game fun. And that's the way I describe Modern Warfare 3, fun. That was what was really great about it, was just such a fun game. And it had a bunch of good guns to use, you know, the MP7 on that game was, the ACR yet again was amazing, and the snipers were really fun to use. You had the MSR and the L11 and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed Modern Warfare 3. The maps probably let it down a little bit. The maps were nowhere near as standout as the other two Modern Warfare games, but regardless, I really enjoyed Modern Warfare 3, and yeah. Modern Warfare's just dominated for me. Modern Warfare's will always be the best Call of Duty series for me. So I'm really excited for Modern Warfare, but I'm sort of skeptical as well, because it's not going to be as good as these three. I just don't see it happening. But yeah, Modern Warfare 3, great COD. Okay, so now we move on to Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 2 goes straight into the God tier category. This is the only other COD I'm putting in the God tier category, and with good reason. Black Ops 2 is by far the best Black Ops, in my opinion. I absolutely love this game. In terms of fun on a Call of Duty, maybe not as fun, but in terms of spending time with friends, I think I might have had more fun on this than that. Modern Warfare 2 I had a lot of fun on, but I played a lot of it by myself. I also played a lot in parties, but Black Ops 2, I have the fondest memories of just playing S&D with my friends, ninja defusing, fucking around. I sweated on it a little bit as well, but I fucked around so much on Black Ops 2 and I had so much fun on the game. Black Ops 2 was just such a fun game. Obviously the first futuristic type of COD, but it wasn't futuristic, you know what I mean? It wasn't at the level of some of these titles. Black Ops 2 was just so much fun, had so many awesome additions to the game. You had the first edition of Diamond Camo and stuff like that, amazing maps, raid, standoff, all these amazing maps. You know, trick shotting really took off during this. Modern Warfare 2 obviously was, but FaZe and all the big COD YouTubers blew up off Black Ops 2 because the game was just unbelievable. I enjoyed Black Ops 2 so much, and yeah, that's why it gets in God tier, and it's the only other game in God tier. It's by far the best Black Ops. Like, I don't want to hear any arguments, alright? Alright, Black Ops 2. Moving on to Ghosts. Now, a lot of you are going to hate me for this, but it's gone in trash. I hate it. I hate it. I hate Ghosts. I absolutely hate it. I feel like there was a lot of people who jumped on the bandwagon of hate for this game. I was always on the hate for it. After a month, I mean, as you can see by my Modern Warfare things, obviously I literally sucked Infinity Ward's dick so hard. So when Ghost got announced in the trailer, I was so gassed for it. I was legit like, oh my god, this game's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. I was so hyped for Ghosts. And I had that initial love for the game at the start that you always have for a Call of Duty, where you're like, oh, this is sick. And I was like that for the first month, and then I just hated it. I hated Ghosts. And I still hate it to this day. I feel like a lot of people like the game now. I don't. I hate it. I think it's got by far the worst maps of any COD ever. Like, if I look at the maps on Ghosts, it literally has the worst maps known to man. I'll look them up now. So here we go. Here are the Call of Duty Ghost maps. I'm gonna read them and I'll tell you which... Ready? Those two maps are the only good maps in the game right there. Ready? Tremor, literal trash. Freight is okay. Whiteout, trash. Stormfront, trash. Siege, trash. Sovereign... Warhawk's okay, Sovereign's okay, Overlord trash, Stonehaven trash, Chasm trash, Flooded trash. Literally the entire game is just shit. Freefall trash. Like, the game was so bad. And by the way, I'm not talking from a competitive point of view. I think the game actually was quite good competitively. I enjoyed watching S&D on that game a lot. Yeah, none of these are from a competitive point of view. They're literally just from a pub's multiplayer point of view. Ghosts, for me, is just so bad. The maps are so bad. The colors are depressing. Yeah, so I just can't rank Ghosts any higher. Like, I hate it. Like, it maybe could go there, but no, it has to go there. Like, I hate the game. I'm sorry. Let's move on to the next one, which is Advanced Warfare. That's going in below average. Advanced Warfare, I actually quite enjoyed because of how different it was. Feel like that maybe objectively could go like that, but I'm gonna go like that. Because I actually enjoyed Advanced Warfare. I thought the game was fun. I think it definitely had the highest skill gap of any Call of Duty ever. Does that mean it's the best? No, definitely not by any means. But in terms of movement and stuff like that, learning movement, Advanced Warfare was on another level with all the jetpack movement of that game. I think in terms of skill, differentiating yourself from bad players to good players, there was such a big skill gap in Advanced Warfare. Because you could just outmaneuver people completely and just they wouldn't know what to do. And I think that is what made Advanced Warfare a fun game for me. It was completely ruined by the supply drop system and obviously the advantageous weapons that were added into the game, like the Bal 27 Obsidian Steed and the Speakeasy and the HBR-A3 Insanity. All those guns just ruined it. I sort of enjoyed trying to go for them and getting those weapons, but at the end of the day, yeah, it just ruined the skill of the game. I think it was the first game to have proper skill-based matchmaking as well, as much as they've denied it. It was in there. Yeah, Advanced Warfare, I can't place any higher. It's not average, and I don't think it's trash. It's just below average. It's just in between being shit and okay. Alright, we are moving on to the third Black Ops now. The game that did jetpacking by far the best it's going in the good CODs category. Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 3. I'm going to put Black Ops 3 ahead of Black Ops 1. I've actually ordered these in the order of which I actually prefer them, so you can see that's my favorite COD, that's second favorite, third favorite, fourth, fifth, sixth. Anyway. Black Ops 3 for me, I enjoyed more than Black Ops 1. Maybe objectively worse than Black Ops 1, because obviously it's got jetpacking, which just kind of makes it a worse game, right? The guns are probably not as good, the maps aren't as good, but I just enjoyed Black Ops 3 more personally. I really liked Black Ops 3. I thought it was a really fun game. It was definitely the best jetpack god. It just felt so smooth. The wall running was nice, the movement was fun, sniping on the game was fun, the SMGs were fun to use, the ARs were fun to use, competitively it was fun. Yeah, and I put a lot of time into Black Ops 3. I really enjoyed it. I got to like level 350, Master Prestige or whatever. And yeah, it was a really fun COD. Not Black Ops 2, but I preferred it over Black Ops 1, and I enjoyed Black Ops 1 a lot, so that's saying something. Anyway, let's move on to World War II. No, Infinite Warfare, I'm retarded. Infinite Warfare. Now, admittedly, I didn't give Infinite Warfare much of a chance. I think it's the only COD I've never prestiged in. I was like level 50. I was very close to prestiging, but I never got around to it. But it's the worst COD of all time for me. As I say for many CODs, I think any COD I can enjoy competitively. Watching this game competitively, I enjoyed it. Playing it on pubs, oh my god, it was just not fun. The game was just not fun. To me, it just felt so sluggish. I don't know if you guys felt that as well, but going from Black Ops 3 to Infinite Warfare, it felt like just such a big downgrade. Like, when I was wall running on Infinite Warfare, it didn't feel smooth like Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3, I felt like I was gliding along the wall, so nice. Infinite Warfare, I felt like I was just like, I don't know, it just felt really, really gross, and I didn't enjoy it. And yeah, this hurt me so much to see Infinite Warfare like this, because, as I said, I still love Infinity Ward, and I beg that Modern Warfare is going to be good, because I want them to bounce back. But they make these 3 amazing Call of Duties, and then they just make Ghosts and Infinite Warfare, and it just killed me to see them in this fucking state, man. Like, fuck, Infinite Warfare better, Infinity Ward better come back, man. They were so, so good. Luckily, a bunch of the team has come back, so hopefully that means a return to, if they can even get close to, even if they can get in the good CODs franchise, if Modern Warfare can get in the good CODs tier, then it's going to be a good year for COD, alright? That's all I can say for Infinite Warfare. Didn't enjoy the game. That's it. World War II, below average. World War II did not launch probably as well as it should have. I didn't really play the game 6 months after or whatever. Apparently, World War II became a lot better. Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield left and joined Activision or whatever, and apparently once that new director took on, apparently they fixed so many things wrong with Call of Duty World War II, and apparently 6 months into that game, it was actually really good. But unfortunately, it didn't launch well, so most people obviously were off the game at that point. World War II had a lot of potential, had a lot of hype behind it. Obviously, Call of Duty going back to its roots, first boots on the ground game in years, and I thought the base game was actually really fun, but unfortunately the maps just weren't good. They were just all average. There were some bad maps, but there was no map that I was like, oh yeah, that's a sick map. Yeah, World War II, it's going below. It wasn't average. As I said, it's in the same boat as Advanced Warfare. It wasn't good enough to be average, but it also is not bad enough to be trash. Anyway, that leads us on to the final Call of Duty, which is this year's title, or last year's, you know, the Call of Duty we've been playing this year and the end of last year, and it is Black Ops 4, the 4th entry in the Black Ops franchise, and they just didn't do it as well as the other 3, unfortunately. It's going in average. Do I want to put it above? I hardly played. I don't know if I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave World at War in front of it. I don't know if I prefer World at War or Black Ops 4. World at War's a better game, don't get me wrong. Personally, I don't know if I enjoy Black Ops 4 more. But yeah, Black Ops 4 has a lot of potential, man, or had a lot of potential, I should say. Like, the base game of it is actually really good. I think the game is really smooth. I think the guns work really well. I think it's satisfying getting kills on the game. Yeah, the content of the game's just not good enough, man. They didn't add enough. I mean, you know, half the fucking maps on the game are remade maps. The only really good maps on the game are remade maps, apart from, like, Arsenal's a good map. I really like Arsenal. But apart from that, all the other maps on the game are just, yeah, pretty average. Yeah, but the game literally relies on firing range, slums, basically, and Nuketown and Summit. Yeah, the game just relies on those maps. Grind as well, which has just recently been added. But yeah, I really wish they would have focused on the multiplayer a bit more. I think David Vonderhaar is literally just focused on Blackout, so that's why the game isn't as good as it could be. Because obviously David Vonderhaar is the main reason why games like Black Ops 2 were so good, as much as he made some bad decisions. Nerfing snipers. Nah, yeah, Black Ops 4 just hasn't hit the notes it should have hit, and the game just isn't as good as it should be. Saying that, I have played a stupid amount of Black Ops 4. I've actually played it more than Black Ops 3, even though I prefer Black Ops 3 by a mile. I've actually got like 11 days on Black Ops 4, and I'm like level 450. How? I don't know. I've played the game too much. I don't even enjoy it, really. I just play it because there's nothing else to play. But yeah, Black Ops 4 is going in the average CODs, and that completes our Call of Duty games tier list maker. Funnily enough, I didn't even mean to do this, but I've actually just put 2 in each category. I didn't even mean to do that, but that's just actually how it's turned out. Interesting. I think that is literally my list, yeah. That is literally my order of CODs, I think. Maybe I'd put Black Ops 4 above World at War. That's the only thing I could possibly change. Apart from that, actually, no. Sorry. World War 2 goes ahead of Advanced Warfare. Let's change that. World War 2 is ahead of Actually, no it's not. No, it's not. Advanced Warfare is ahead of World War 2. I'll change that again. Advanced Warfare is ahead of World War 2, and I think World at War is ahead of Black Ops 4. I think that is my list. The GOAT CODs, that's them. But yeah, I don't know if you guys will agree with this list. I feel like there's a lot of people who will disagree with that, will disagree with that, will disagree with that, will disagree with that. There's a lot of things that I think people will disagree on. That is my list for the best to worst Call of Duties ever. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoyed this, and if you do enjoy this sort of content, just hit a like button. I'd love to make more of this. I love giving my opinion on different shit. Even if it's gonna make people hate me. You know what? I like to share my opinion and why I think the things I think. Yeah, no, seriously guys, if you did enjoy the video, leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, as that makes me want to make more content. And yeah, it's been Lone Redemption, guys. I'm out. Peace.